What's up guys, Turbo EDC here, and today I thought it'd be fun to do a quick little almost unboxing, but also a quick look at some of the new gear that I've recently got. So yesterday night my postman came at around 7:30 to deliver my mail, which is just going to get later and later as we get into the holiday season. I was patiently waiting by the door, very excited to see what I was going to get in the mail for today. And I got some bangers in my opinion. So let's check them out. Before we do that though, let's do a quick pocket check and see what I'm rocking in the pockets today. So first things first, I am rocking the Paradrop Triari with the Akluma DC0 and Grimsmo Saga in the first two slots. The last slot is meant for my knife. The knife that I'll be carrying today is actually one that we're going to be talking about, so we'll get to that. I also have a hank from Atlas Creations. This was a gift to me by my friend Tyler. I carry around this hank all the time. It's like the perfect size. It's very small and compact. It just works well in jeans, especially in the summer months when it's really hot and you don't want this massive handkerchief in your pocket. I am also rocking the Three Sons Leather Company Ghost Black wallet. I can't remember the model name for this wallet, apologies, but this was like a limited edition wallet that he did. If you haven't had a chance to go check out Three Sons Leather, absolutely go do it. He's made me a belt, he's made me a bracelet, he's made me a bunch of stuff, so real good people, definitely go check them out. I also, and I should have talked about this a little bit in my kind of like what's in my pockets daily video I did the other day, but something else that's been in my pockets a lot just because of the ease of carry has been my Galaxy Bud Pros. I take a lot of meetings at work, so having something like this where I can quickly pop in my ears and take those meetings on the fly has been a big help. I'm eventually going to replace these with another pair of Bluetooth over-the-ear headphones. I just like those a little bit better. I'm a big audio guy, so I do want to get a nicer pair, but I probably will have to end up selling a knife to be able to fund it, which I don't want to do. And I think that's it outside of a knife. So let's get into what I got yesterday. First things first, I got a package from my good friend Parker, aka Rocky Top Customs. I recently sent him over one of my knives for him to mod, and he sent me back not only my knife, but one of his knives to check out. So let's get into the knife that he sent over for me to check out first. So this is something really cool. This is his personal Sebenza 21, rocking one of their wooden inlays. I'm not too familiar with the actual name for the wooden inlay, but it is beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite wooden inlays I've ever seen on any of the Chris Reeve knives. It's rocking the J2H backspacer here, the Jekyll to Hyde. And I believe this is a millet clip. I could be wrong on that. Parker, correct me if I'm wrong. But Parker does incredible mod work. One of the mods that he offers is adding in these dual thumb studs for knives like these, where you can reverse flick. On Chris Reeve knives, it only originally came with one thumb stud. He does really good work. He does anything from Cerakoting to he's getting into doing like hand grinds on knives and satin finishes, things like that. So he's trying to do everything when it comes to knife modding. He's my go-to guy if I ever need anything done. He put a incredible glass blast finish on one of my knives and on my Grimsmo Saga and DC0. So whenever I need anything modded, I go to him. So check him out. His 21 is broken in my opinion, basically perfect. It fires out like no other Sebenza that I have seen. And just drops shut beautifully. I'm hoping that my 21 eventually gets to this point, and I know it will. I just need to flick it a million more times. But this is really cool. So thanks, Parker, for letting me check this out. I really, really appreciate it. So let's move on to something other than a Sebenza. This is something that I got recently. I ended up selling my Peter Rosenti Nirvana 4.0. Having the amount of money that I had in that knife was just a little too much to stomach at times. So I wanted to downgrade into something a little bit more affordable, for me at least, and be able to pocket some of that cash, especially for the holiday season. So I ended up picking up something really, really cool. It's the SDK Claymore with a, I believe this is a Damacor XHP blade steel and Timascus accents with Zerk scales. So this is the first like dressy knife that I've ever owned. I've always really liked SDK's models, and I've heard really good things about them, and this thing is no slouch. This is an incredible piece. Again, I'm not a huge dress knife guy, but just something about this knife really spoke to me, and I wanted to check it out, and I'm really glad that I did. The action is phenomenal. Pretty light detent, lighter than like I normally like, but it doesn't really shake unless you really like push on it, and then it'll just kind of fly out, which normally I'm not too much of a fan of, but as long as it's not like crazy, I'm good with it. It's got good lockup. The action is phenomenal. Like, this thing flies out and drops shut, which I really, really like. My favorite part about this knife, and I don't say this lightly because I've had some pretty good knives with ergos, in my opinion. This knife locks you in. I don't know if how well this is going to show up, but your finger, at least for my hand, it sits perfectly right here, and this part down here locks it in. And the contouring of the scales and everything, you just get a perfect grip on this knife, which I really, really like. And his jimping job up here on the top is really good as well. Not too sharp, but not too rounded, so you can actually get some grip on it, which a lot of people, in my opinion, mess up jimping on knives, which is ridiculous, but I don't feel like they always do the best job. The actual blade here, so as you can see, I don't know how well it's going to show up, it actually kind of comes up here towards the top on this really wicked grind that he did here on the tip. I really, really like this knife, and I'm really happy I was able to check it out. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So the last one from yesterday is something really special. I ended up having Parker double stud my Doppler Sebenza 21. So this knife has really taken a hold of me. I don't know what it is about this knife, but I cannot get it out of my pocket. I'm absolutely in love with this 21. Outside of just the fact that it's a Doppler, which means it's rare, it's hard to find. Something about the action on this knife, something about the way it just feels in hand. I mean, I've had a 31 before. This is my first 21. I don't know why the 21 is sticking with me more than the 31 did. But overall, just now having the ability to reverse flick this knife, which is how I deploy all of my knives, adds even more to how much I love this piece. Parker did an incredible job on these studs, and eventually when I wear this sucker in and I need to get the glass blast put back on it, I'm going to be reaching back out to him to get some more work done. But that's the third piece that I picked up. So it's my Doppler 21 large with now double thumb studs. So thank you guys so much for clicking on this video and watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I always think it's fun to see what other people pick up or what they got for mail day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to check out the people mentioned: Tyler, rtx.edc, Parker at Rocky Top Customs on Instagram. Those are two of my good friends that definitely deserve a follow on those platforms. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.